it's Master Teresa. So we were talking about making kombucha, right? So we have this actually two big kombucha. They are actually ready to be separated and making into the kombucha drink, right? So I just want to help you to have more fun about what you can actually do too, right? This is the big kombucha, you see? Just say hi to my friend. Okay, now. So this is the Teresa, Master Teresa making kombucha, right? So what happened after you put it in a few weeks in starter tea, which is just tea, sugar, and then the Scorby will grow on top, right? So below is the one that is old, right? So I want to show you what it actually looks like. This is actually my daughter's kombucha. So you wash your hand. Hi, wash your hand. So we have two big ones, right? Let me show you. Oh my God. Isn't that huge? So it's like a big one, huge, right? So what does it look like, right? Now, so after we brew it for a few weeks, then we will actually be so excited what we are doing. So we will take them out. So wash your hands, then you will just take it out. Oh my goodness! So this is what's inside, right? So you actually made a real big. Oh my God! You see, it grow a real big one. Wow, this is awesome. And then there's also like the old one, right? The old one will be the one underneath. So this is the old one. So I actually put two old ones below. And then this is the new one. This is the new one that's growing up. Is it nice? Nice and big, right? Say? Awesome, right? This is like Kombucha Scorby. That's that cute, eh? Awesome. And then we have, this is the juice, right? So these juices is actually the kombucha tea, right? So they are made from the black tea and sometimes you put green tea, and after a few weeks then it looks like this. So we'll separate this leaf tea and then put them into different bottles in a moment. So I'm going to show you. This is the other one that is so exciting, so huge, right? Okay. So this is the other one, right? You see how, let's see how big is it, right? So we're gonna work on taking it out. So this is what it looks like. Oh my goodness, this is the big one. Really amazingly big, right? See? This is, wow, this big, right? And then we also have the, so there are some old ones I put below, which is, so these are like the mother, they're the old ones. And then there's always a new one grow on top, right? Okay. And these are all the liquid, right? So these are the liquid that you will use to make your tea, right? So, okay, so we will always save some of the liquid for future use. So we put some liquid here. So this liquid we will not make it into the leaf. So these are the liquid we use it to make our next Scorby. So we'll put this aside. Is that fun, eh? That's the fun thing. Okay. So these are the bottles we're gonna do, right? I think there's lots of different bottles. These bottles all kinds of bottles. So you will wash them, you steam them so they are clean. So all kinds of bottles, you know, so they're clean, so they're ready to be used. Okay. Okay. So wow. Okay. So this is what we have. So these are the ones. Okay. So these empty bottles, we're gonna actually put. Okay. So these are the bottles. So we're gonna put the juice into the bottles, right? Hi everyone. So these are the juices, right? So you empty these juices into the bottles. Let me see how I'm gonna do it. So I have another jar. I'm gonna show you how to make my kombucha. So just for the people that's coming, you know. See, these are the big the Scorby we just made, right? After that is like about almost 3 weeks brewing them. So the juices, then we will. For me, it's easier. I will put them here. So you wash your hands, right? See, this is, you use it. So these are the juices, right? So these are the kombucha juices, and then you can split them. So you split them into the jars, right? So usually, if you have 1/3, 1/4 would be nice. So, okay, wow. Then you just even them out. That's how you do it. So most important, you sterilize all the container. So if the container is not sterilized, that's when sometimes people get into trouble because all the utensils are not clean enough. So I sterilize everything. Okay. So you will see that at the bottom, right, of the juices, there are things like these. So these are actually okay. They are not problems. They are actually just part of the growing. So it doesn't matter, but you can not use them or you can use them. So they're good. So I've made a lot, right? So I have more juices. Okay. Means I can actually make a lot of drink this time. Just amazing. Hey. So we have all these bottles, and then we separate them. Put the juice into the bottles. Okay. Usually I like to put like a quarter of them, so you have lots of probiotics. Okay. So all kinds of bottles. So it's new. Now with the COVID-19, right? So you want to be stronger. So you want your gut to be stronger. So one of the easiest way is to make yourself probiotics, right? So as a Qigong master, right? We know health is so important, but how can we do it, right? So because you make the tea with sugar to make it into a liquid, and then you add the Scorby in. So and then you make it let it sit for 3 weeks. I have another video talking about this in the Instagram too. So that's what we were doing. So we take the Scorby and the juices. I separate them into these containers. Okay. Since we make we have a lot this time. So it's nice. No. Okay, we can have a small drink here. Wow, this is amazing drink. Here is one of the drinks. Okay, these are all the things. So after you have these, right? So this is the bacteria that's been growing for a few weeks from there. And so then you it's not that you need to add juice because they actually drinkable. Like for instance, these so this is the one. This is the one right fresh from the brewing for actually about 3 weeks. So they are actually drinkable already, but it might be a little bit more sour. A little bit sour, right? But if you dilute it with water, you can already drink it just like that. But it tastes better like to add different flavor, right? The way we actually do it is we will ferment it for another 3 days. So then you will actually fill this more with some juices. So every one you add some juices in. So whatever juice you like. And you can have more juice, you can have less juice, but then you want juice, and then it will be carbonated more in the 3 days. If you don't like carbonation so much, you can do 2 days, but 3 days is a good choice, right? Say. So this is like so that wow, so that's like a thing. You see? So you add the juices in. With the kombucha, they feed on sugar, right? Because the juice has sugar. Wow, this is real strong. So if you like it sweeter, you can always add maple leaf syrup, or if you like it lighter, you can add more water. But the thing is, you don't have to drink the whole thing, right? You can actually drink less. So we have plenty. I put it a bit top right now. Okay. Awesome. So you can have juice fill up to the top, or you can actually add water to fill up. So that's the choice. So you just fill it up. Let's say do you have water? It's just, where's the water?
No, I don't.
Okay. So what we do is, no, you're not drinking spring water. You drink that?
Not spring water.
You? Or I usually like to cook everything.
Okay, got here. Here.
Oh, do have spring water. Huh? Okay. So hi everyone. This is Master Teresa, Qigong Master. I want to show you what I've been doing the last half years making kombucha, right? So you have the kombucha, and then you add the juice, and then you will decide how much juice you want, or if you actually want it less strong, then you can just add water, or you can add tea, right? So I'm just gonna add water. So you can decide. And then you can taste them to see what you like. You can have different juices. If you don't make juice, then you can make tea, but you will need a little bit sugar so that it will ferment the second time. So during the fermentation, it will create carbon. You know, the carbonated drink is through its fermentation. Okay. Hey, say. So this is the drink we just made, right? And then you will tighten up the drink lid. So that's the kombucha drink, right? Well, you can actually stir it. You know, after you stir it, you know, so they mix together. So you can taste if you like the taste or not. And then you will turn the lid. So after you turn the lid, this is done, right? And then you just let it sit in a room temperature for another 3 days. And then it will go through a second fermentation. And then you put it into the fridge. because when it's warm, it will ferment, right? So once it's in the fridge, then it will stop fermentation. So this is done. So then you just have your cold drink in a few days. So that's done. Oh, we got our kombucha. So I'm gonna tighten these all up in a minute. Let's see. So in a minute, I'm gonna taste it if I like it. If you want it a little bit nicer, you can put maple leaf syrup, or you can add another juice in. It's your choice, right? So what do we do with So what are we gonna do with the next kombucha? How do I grow it for the next time? So when it's the second time, the way we actually do is, so this jar, right? We take the kombucha out. So what I do in a minute, I will sterilize this jar. And after I sterilize this jar, then I will add some of the original juice. And then the original juice, then I'll put it in again, usually a cup. And then I will add more tea with the sugar. And then I'll put the lid on, and then I'll let it ferment for a few more weeks. So the way to give you the idea is like this. So this is the thing. So we'll put it back in, but before we put it in, it needs the original tea. So this is the original tea, right? And then we will add some other tea that we have done, which is somewhere. So I was showing you how to make the tea in my earlier video, so you can look at that again. Hey, I think at least you know what to do with this this time. So if you like what I do, please check the link below, and then I look forward to see you on the other side. Check it out now.